If there are many teams within your organization, you may want to make your team stand out and be easily identifiable. Learn how to add a display picture for your team, change its privacy settings and information. To change a team's logo, click on the three dots to the right of a team's name in the navigation pane, and from the menu select the option Manage Team. From this page in the central workspace, you can adjust your team settings and appearance. Hover over the current team logo at the top left of the central workspace. A pencil icon will appear at the bottom right of the logo. Click this and a Change Picture window will appear. From the left of this window, I'll click on Upload a new picture. Your File Explorer window will then open. The Pictures folder is currently selected, so from here I'll click on the Image New Logo. Then click the Open button at the bottom right of the window. The newly uploaded photo now appears on the right of the Change Picture window. On the left of the window, you can upload a different photo or delete the current one. To save these changes, click the Save button at the bottom right of the window. Then click the Close button at the bottom right of the window. And displayed at the top left of the central workspace is the newly uploaded logo. At the top right corner of the central workspace is a privacy icon, which indicates if the team is a private or public one. If I hover over the icon, a pop-up appears stating that the channel content is only accessible to team members. To edit the team's information, I'll click on the three dots to the right of the team name at the top of the central workspace. And from the menu, click the Edit Team option. An Edit Team window will appear. From here, you can change the team's name, description, and privacy setting. To change the name, I'll click inside the Team Name text field. Delete the current name using the backspace key on my keyboard, and then type in a new name. Next, I'll change the team description by highlighting the text inside the description text field and deleting it by pressing the delete key on my keyboard. Then I'll go ahead and type in a new team description. Finally, I'll change this team from a private to a public one by clicking the drop-down under the heading Privacy, and from the menu select the option Public. Then I'll click the Done button at the bottom right. I'll navigate back by clicking the three dots to the right of the team name, and from the menu select Manage Team. And now you'll see that the team name and description at the top center has changed, and that the privacy icon at the top right has changed to org, meaning that this is a public team. One way to join a team is by using a code. This code can only be generated by the owner of the team. To generate a code, from the top of the central workspace, click on the Settings tab. From the top of a team's settings, you can again change the team's display picture by clicking on Team Picture, and from the drop-down section, clicking on the Change Picture link. From the settings list, I'll click on Team Code, and a Generate button now appears in the Team Code drop-down section. Click this and a code will then display here. This code can be then shared via private message or email so others can join this team directly. This has been an overview on editing a team's information in Microsoft Teams. Team members' role, how to add or remove a member, and how to define their permissions. Currently, I have the Zebra Sky Sales Project Team Members page displayed. Here you can see that the owner of the team is Lisa Washington. To add a member to a team you are not the owner of, click the three dots to the right of the team's name in the navigation pane, and from the menu select the option Add Member, and a Request to Add Members window will open. As I am just a simple member of this team, I cannot directly add people. I must request for someone to join, and then that request must be approved by the owner of the team. To request a member, type in a contact's name into the text field at the top of the window. Select their name from the suggestion list, and then click the Send Request button at the bottom right of the window. And I have now requested for the contact John to join this team. From the navigation pane, I'll now go to a team that I am the owner of. Again, to add someone to this team, I can click the three dots to the right of a team's name, and from the menu select Add Member. Alternatively, I can click the Manage Team option. And at the top of the central workspace, the Members tab is selected. And at the top left of the central workspace, you can search for a member in your team using the search bar. For example, I'll click inside the search bar and type in the name Lisa. And then Lisa Washington's contact will then display in the page. To quickly add a member to this team, you can click the purple Add Member button on the right of the central workspace. An Add Members window will open. Into the text field at the top of the window, I'll start typing in the name John. Select his contact from the suggestion list, and then click the blue Add button on the right of the window. I have now added John as a member. I'll close this window by clicking the Close button at the bottom right. I'll delete the current search by clicking the X icon in the search bar, and then I'll click on the heading Members and Guests. And you can see his avatar and name has been added to the list of members in the center of the window. From the members list, you can change the role of a member in a team. On the right of a user's avatar is the role that member has in the team. On the right of the contact Lisa, it states that she is a member of this team. To change her role and make her an owner, click the drop-down arrow on the right of Member, and from the menu select Owner. Lisa has now been made an owner of this team. Note that making someone an owner gives them the same rights as you, which enables them to remove you as the owner. If you decide that you would like to remove a member from the team, click the X icon to the right of their contact in the list. And I have now removed the contact John as a member. To remove an owner, you first have to change the role back to member by clicking on the drop-down arrow to the right of their name, and from the menu select Member. To then remove them, click the X icon to the right of their name. And Lisa has now been removed from this team. To define your team's permissions, click on the Settings tab at the top. Note that this tab will only display for owners of a team. From the list, click on Guest Permissions. From this section, you can enable the features to allow guests to create and update channels, and to allow guests to delete channels. I'll enable the feature to allow guests to create and update channels by checking the box to the right of this option. It's important to note that to invite guests, the admin of your Office 365 organization must enable the guest feature before you or your organization's users can add guests to teams. Next, I'll click on Member Permissions from the list. From here, you can enable features such as allow members to create and update channels, allow members to upload customized apps, give members the option to delete their messages, or give members the option to edit their messages, etc. From the list, I'll disable the option to allow members to create private channels by clicking the box to the right of this option. The checkmark is removed from this box, indicating this feature has been disabled. And I'll also disable the option to allow members to create, update and remove tabs by clicking the box to the right of this. This has been an overview on administrating membership in a team in Microsoft Teams.